What's up, y'all? Shaman the Shank back at you with another one, and we got a cool one today for you. This one is a pretty cool offering from Emerson. I kind of bought this knife on a whim. I wasn't even going to get it, and my feet got held to the fire. I got on there the night that it dropped, and I was like, man, only 5 left. I said, oh, gotta get it. So I did, and without further ado, that knife is the COMMANCHERO. Yes, the COMMANCHERO. Look at that beaut. I mean, it is a pretty awesome looking knife with the specs to match it, guys. We're coming in at 8.8 inches from butt to tip. You got a 3.8 inch blade on that bad boy, so you got plenty of edge on that thing, and it's got kind of a buoy-esque looking blade, kind of a buoy style, but yeah, it's really straightforward there, guys. And and that blade is coming in Magna Cut. Emerson has shown some mad love to Magna Cut lately, and I'm not mad at it, to be honest with you. I really do enjoy the steel. I have a couple of Emersons in Magna Cut. I got a MX100 that I definitely will probably review next when I get on here. But yeah, it's great steel, guys. It really does. It cleans up easy, and it's pretty easy to handle, and it handles everything you can possibly throw at it that I've thrown at it. And I've really tried to, get nasty with it. But yeah, guys, this is pretty much how the knife comes out of the box. There was no like special options like thunderstorm finish or anything. You may see a satin clip on there. I put that on there, when I got it, and I put a gold thumb disc on there just to pop it on there, add a little bit of flair. But yeah, guys, this knife is called the COMMANCHERO, and the COMMANCHERO, evidently, Emerson gave us a little bit of a history lesson on that. Evidently, it was historical traders in the American Southwest who dealt with the Comanche and other plain tribes like Indian tribes way back in the day, and that's where this knife comes from. To be honest with you, I mean, I don't know anything about the COMMANCHEROs. It's actually the first time I've ever heard that term, which I thought was pretty cool. I mean, it's a pretty cool name for a knife, and I mean, it feels great in the hand, guys. I mean, pretty much every Emerson I get on here and talk about, the ergonomics are awesome, and this knife is exactly that. Feels great, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like I said, I bought this knife on a whim. I saw it and I was like, I love my Bowie knives. I love my Bowie style blades, but I was kind of, I was like, okay, I may pass on this one, but I just kind of had my feet to the fire and I pulled the trigger on it, and I'm glad I did, but I'm not going to lie. This bad boy has been sitting in my safe ever since I got it. I just been carrying other Emersons, and I just have not broke it out. But there's one other cool thing about this knife. When my feet was held to the fire for this knife, there's one thing that made me go, I better get it. I better get it, because out of all my Emersons, I do not own a numbered Emerson. And this knife was very limited, very limited upon its release. This is 103 out of 150. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's right there under the thumb disc. Yeah, so only 150 of these bad boys were made, and that kind of twisted my arm a little bit. If that wasn't the case, your boy might have passed on it. Beautiful knife. Love the knife. I'm just saying, but I was just in a place to where I was like, you know what? I'm good right now. I don't really need to get another one right now. But that kind of twisted my arm a little bit. So that does kind of add to the specialness of it, being a numbered knife from Emerson. Which, if you ask me, I think the serial numbers under the disc are pretty much the numbered knives as they come out throughout the years. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure I'm correct on it. If you get like a CQC7 that's been around for forever, and you see like a 5,000, you got number 5,000 whatever on there, I think that's pretty accurate. You have like the whatever number that is of that knife being made, from what I've seen, from my experience with them. But yeah, guys, the COMMANCHERO. If you're heading out down southwest, about to sell some hides to some wild Indians, don't leave home without it, guys. This thing is an absolute, it is. I mean, it is a powerhouse. And maybe one day down the road, I'll pull it out and be like, damn, why haven't I carried this thing more often? Because it would be a great, whatever you can think of knife. It is a big knife. I mean, look how much butt is sticking out from my hand right there, which, I mean, if you watch my videos, larger EDCs do not bother me. But this is definitely a larger EDC. And of course, it weighs 5 ounces on paper, and it fills it too. I mean, to be honest with you, if somebody just handed me this knife and I didn't know the specs on it, I would say you're getting close to that 6 ounce range. There's no doubt about it. But, you know, great construction as usual. Basic, regular, degular, except you got that beautiful, delicious Magna cut on there. That is definitely an upgrade. You know, 154 cm is wonderful, but, you know, the Magna cut is a cool thing for Emerson to throw on their knives from here to there. But, you know, beautiful knife, guys. Really, to be honest with you, I really can't think of much more to say about this bad boy, other than, I mean, I'm really glad I have it. You know, to be honest with you, once I got it and I put it in the safe, I was like, man, I don't know. I have like a, not a fear, but like I have a problem like selling things once I get them. And I've only sold one Emerson in my whole entire Emerson collecting, Emerson owning days. And that was the, I may have went over this in a past video, the Emerson, God, what's it called? I can't remember. It's a little small knife. The Yancey. I may be saying it wrong. The Yancey, whatever, but it was, I got it and I was like, no, that's not for me. So I ended up selling that and getting another Emerson. Not to say I continued to give him back the money that I got for that knife. But I really thought about maybe selling this knife, but nah, guys. I mean, with that, you know, being numbered, I'm just going to put it in the safe and hopefully one day break it out. You know, I got a good bit of them, guys, and I really have been carrying my COM7, my Emerson COM7 a lot lately, and it's been doing me right. It's really been doing me right, but it's a lot smaller than this knife, I'll tell you that much. But guys, you know, I would say get on emersonKnives.com and go get you one, but they're not there anymore. But I mean, they are, which kind of also kind of don't rubs me wrong, but it kind of makes me wonder if they'll ever bring this knife back, which would kind of make me upset because, I mean, you know, they're numbered. I mean, you know, like, you know, this is 103 out of 150. So, I mean, you know, that kind of was the buying point for me with this knife. You know, I had a little bit of buyer's remorse when I got it, but I really don't. I mean, like I'm saying, it's a beautiful knife. I'm not taking anything away from this knife. This knife is an absolute dynamite, gorgeous, you know, Bowie style blade. You know, great point on it, great steel, great ergonomics. I can't say anything bad about it. It was just really an impulse buy. And like I said, that being serialized right there, you know, out of a certain batch of these knives made. And also, he even said it clear as day on the website, once they're gone, they're gone. So I'm kind of wondering why he still has the knife, you know, as out of stock on the website. You know, and you can put your email in there like any other knife that's out of stock, you know, to be reminded of when it's back in stock. I'm like, why would you even offer that as an option if it's one and done? So if they ever do bring this knife back, I don't think, you know, if he holds true to his word on it, I don't think they'll bring it back in Magna Cut. Maybe it'll come back in 154 cm just to keep this, you know, a special, you know, edition for collectors and users alike. I'm not quite sure, but you know, I'm sure you can find this on the second market. Definitely, possibly. I haven't looked, but maybe if this knife is up your alley, definitely, you know, get on there and check. You're probably definitely going to pay a little bit more, however much more, you know, whenever you are to get it, you know, due to it being serialized, you know, out of a small batch. But guys, yeah, great knife, the Emerson COMMANCHERO. It is a it's quite a looker, and it's quite a worker too, I bet. I mean, this knife, I haven't carried it out at all. I'm kind of ashamed to say that, but I don't know, man. I've just been kind of, you know, putting a certain knife in my pocket and carrying it. And like I said, I've had this COM7 in my pocket for a hot minute, but it is a beautiful knife, guys. He did a great job with it, like, you know, majority, if not all, of the Emersons I get on here and review. But I think I'm going to go in here next, and I'm going to break out that MX100 and show it to you guys and give you my thoughts on it. Another Magna Cut blade from Emerson, but the Emerson COMMANCHERO. Like I said, when you're riding that mule down that back southwestern road right on the border of Mexico, be sure you got your COMMANCHERO on you, and also be sure you're staying sharp.